The college basketball experience pregame show for March 18th, the playing games and NIT edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by our free bracket challenge. $2,000 winner take all. Enter today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience pregame show for Tuesday night. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. I'm thinking about the NCAA tournament games on Thursday. This is Tuesday night, Super Tuesday. We do have a Super Tuesday. We got the playing games tipping off here in 29 minutes. So we will get this done. Sorry, I had to knock out a breaking news episode over on my West Virginia channel. Yeah, she hit the fan a little bit today. So, us Mountaineers, we had a hell of a week over there. So I guess good for content, shit for if you're an old Mountaineer fan, but the sun will rise. We'll keep on fighting the good fight. Joining me to talk, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Oh, yeah, baby. And joining me to talk college basketball, NCAA tournament, and NIT, he is the one and only Underdog guru, Cannabis Capper, a.k.a. CC. What's up, bro?
Mac, it's good to be back doing the pregame shows. I really did miss the week off. We had that awesome bracket reaction show over the weekend, but it's good to be back in our regularly scheduled time. So good to see you. Good to be here. Fired up for this.
You always give a nice, polite introduction, Capper. I can respect your very precise politeness, and it's good to see you too, my friend. Yeah. So breaking news: Darian DeVries is headed to Indiana. Tucker will go play for him out there, and hopefully he plays more than 8 games. Because if he doesn't, they will be held accountable on Selection Sunday. So be careful. You might need to play 9 games. Just kidding. I wish Tucker the best. I hope he actually has a hell of a year for Indiana, and I hope DeVries does great there. I like DeVries. He did a great job for us in 1 year. I don't blame him for taking the Indiana job, man. Like, I'm realistic. I know where Indiana is in terms of the historic Blue Bloods brands, Big Ten now with all the money. He's a Midwest guy. You know what the Indiana brand and job means to those guys. So he's not from West Virginia. He's a Midwest guy. I don't blame him for taking the Indiana job. I think he'll be a great hire too. I think they hit a home run with the DeVries hire. Cap, a non-biased or non-emotional take on this?
I'm not surprised. I mean, given the history where he comes from, I am kind of surprised that he's that he just did 1 year at West Virginia. That was a bit odd to me, but I guess these jobs like Indiana don't come up all that often. So, I guess, and also, he's still, he's hot. He's coming off a season which, I think he kind of, do you feel that he exceeded expectations this year? Would you say?
Yeah. Well, considering Tucker went down, I mean, you just ask the committee if he exceeded expectations. They're still using that in our resume, even though we won games without him. Apparently, we're a fucking trash ass team without Tucker DeVries, even though we won 19 games and 10 in the league play. So, yeah, I mean, he was great at Drake. He just has not won in March yet, and unfortunately, this year it was taken from him. He gets us to the dance this year, even though it was stolen. But at Drake, he was consistent. They won 24 to 27, 28 games every year. So the only thing that's holding him back would be the March success. And, I mean, I think we also forget that Miami team that went to the Final Four 3 years ago now, Drake had them down at the under 4 timeout. Drake had them fucking beat. They had Wazoo beat last year. So he's been really close. and like I've always said, you keep knocking on the door, you're going to knock that son of a bitch down eventually. And I think he will. I think he'll do great at Indiana. I love that.
Yeah, actually, that's where I wanted to go with the next question. What kind of a leash do you think he's going to get in Indiana? I mean, if let's say he has, like next year is probably. I mean, he's bringing his kid with him, so I guess that that team should the arrow should be up next year. I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said when he came to West Virginia. Then he only played 8 games, but I mean, dude, he didn't have his son, and we still won 19 games this year.
That's true.
So I give him an A, maybe an A+ on the job he did with West Virginia, considering the circumstances. I mean, you lose your Missouri Valley Player of the Year, you win at the Fog, you beat Iowa State, you win 10 league games.
That's a tournament resume.
Oh yeah. Even though he didn't play the last 3 months, he should be coaching the Mountaineers today. So now it goes back to, not only do we have the corruption of North Carolina, the committee chair, was there a little Indiana fugazi going on behind the scenes, a little voodoo going, hey, we want to speed this up, keep us out of the tournament and take West Virginia out of the tournament too, so that we can take DeVries and get this thing done. It wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past some of these corrupt sons of bitches there on that committee.
You could talk me into it. I mean, the selection committee is officially in the Mike Tyson zone, where you could literally tell me any story about them and I'll believe it without even questioning it. Like, Bubba Cunningham, did he do 18 rails before he went live on ESPN? To talk about the tournament, maybe. I believe it. Based on the corruption I've seen. He could be starting the lines at the baseball stadium. Who knows?
We're battling corruption everywhere with these motherfuckers. So hey, it is what it is, man. The sun will go up, and we'll get a good coach in there. My pick. I mean, DeVries is a nice, clean, candidate. Runs a program the right way. I want some shit to us, because I know one thing: if we had Bob Huggins, we would not have been left out of the tournament.
No.
We would have been an 8 seed.
Bob Huggins with the transfer portal? Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'll tell you right now who we need to bring in, and this is my hire.
Hello, this is Will Wade, head coach of the McNeese Cowboys. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Friend of the program, Will Wade. My hire, if I had to make it, dump that truck, get it done, Ren. Let's bring Will Wade to Morgantown. And let's get this thing going, man. He's a perfect fit culturally, and just the way that he operates, and from a brand standpoint, I think he would take us to the top of the Big 12. And he's not leaving for any job. I think West Virginia is that kind of job he thinks he could win at big. So yeah, Will Wade would be my pick. A couple other names I threw out there: Jared Calhoun at Utah State. He's a Hugs guy, so I know that's a little iffy just with the Hugs, how that ended. But I mean, his associate head coach at Fairmont State was Joe Mazzulla, who played at West Virginia. I think Joe Mazzulla's got a little bit of pull there. So I think Jared Calhoun is a great candidate. I would be ecstatic if we got him from Utah State after what he did at Youngstown. Ben McCollum, I mean, he's the obvious one because he was him and Ren Baker were together at Northwestern State. So I think that would be a great hire. He won 30 games at Drake this last year. We just hire another Drake guy. I mean, the West Virginia Bulldogs, I guess, or the Drake Mountaineers.
Question about McCallum in the chat for you. From the Juice. McCallum gets hired by Iowa, right?
I don't know. See, if he wants to stay back home or back in the Midwest, yes, but he may want to coach where his former athletic director and good friend Ren Baker is. I mean, you can't put a price on the relationship of a good AD when you're a basketball coach, and Ren's a good AD, and he would have McCollum's back. So yeah, I think McCollum is right there. Ross Hodge, for that reason, is another name at North Texas. Ren Baker came from North Texas with McCaslin. That was his associate head coach. He's won 24. I mean, we talk about North Texas all the time. They're going to win 24, 25 games. He's a name. Darius Nichols at Radford, now at LaSalle. He played at West Virginia. He was Hugs' point guard if you want to go the former player route. Nico Medved is another name, but I think he's going to Minnesota.
No.
He's got a family member that's high up within the money people at West Virginia. So but I think he's going to Minnesota from what I can hear. So, but yeah, Will Wade's my pick. But I like all those other guys too, so we'll be in good hands, man. We ain't going anywhere.
Honestly, as soon as I heard the news, I thought Will Wade was that was the name that jumped out to me as a potential fit West Virginia. So
yeah, let's go. We'll give you a strong ass offer, baby. Come on, Will. Come on home, baby, and let's build this thing and go win a natty, baby, and win a Big 12 title. So, all right. Anyway, we got games. Will Wade does play on Thursday, and they will beat Clemson. I've already picked that. Let's talk NIT first, but before we do that, Cap, we got to talk about our sponsors. Compete against SGPN in March with our $75K winner-take-all college basketball survivor contest. March has never been exciting more than now. Splashsports.com, SGPN. That's splashsports.com/SGPN. We are also brought to you by SeatGeek, baby. Love SeatGeek. If you want to get to any of these games, make sure you shop around and get the best prices, and that's over at SeatGeek. You want to go to the first four, you want to go to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, you pick the damn game. Get on over there to SeatGeek. Use our promo code, baby, and that is over there at SeatGeek. A huge shout-out with over 28 million downloads. SeatGeek is the number one ticketing app today. SeatGeek, including concerts, sports. March Madness is here. Get on over there, and they got a sweet ass app as well. And like I said, our promo code for SeatGeek is SGPN10 for 10% off your next set of tickets. That's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN10. Make sure you click in the link in description and download the app and have our code automatically added to your account, or you're going to get charged. So you don't want to get charged. Thank you to SeatGeek, our friends over there. We are also brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings is back, baby. Get on over there if you want to bet the tourney. You do so over at DraftKings. I don't even need to give it DraftKings an introduction. I mean, the OG of legalized sports gambling. They got props. They got moneyline parlays. They got it all, man. I can't say enough. I've used DraftKings forever and ever and ever. The best app by far among sports books. They easily navigate to game by game and love DraftKings. So get on over there. And, of course, if you got a gambling problem, please call.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm, baby. Get on down. Epic March Madness party, and you're invited. All Rhythm users are invited to the first watch party Wednesday, March the 19th at Awesome Stadium Swim. It gets better. Rhythm is also giving away $250 March Madness future for a lucky winner. Get on over there. March Madness stats and success from 2024. They had UConn. I don't know if they should really brag about that because even everybody and their grandmother had that. But they did have Duquesne and NC State and Oakland with the big upset. So they were razor sharp there. Get on over there. A free party plus a chance to win a $250 feature bet when you use the sign-up code with Rhythm. Head over to sportsgamblingpockets.com/party for details at sportsgamblingpockets.com/party. All right, Cap. Enough of me rambling on. Let's talk NIT first. Let's kick it off. Let's kind of go rapid more fire on these NIT games.
Sure.
Kent State Bonnies tipping off here within the hour. The Bonnies laying 4.5. I like Kent. I think the motivation's there. And I think that Kent, after the way they finished the year getting their ass drilled, Senderoff historically has been pretty good in the NIT. I think he'll have those guys ready to rock and roll. So I'll take the Golden Flashes getting points here. What say you?
I'm going to lay it with the Bonnies. I don't know how motivated Kent State's going to be to play in this, especially given the way they ended. I could see them definitely packing it in. Also, this is at St. Bonaventure, correct? It's a home game for them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think, given the home environment, in front of their crowd one more time, I like this Bonnies team. I think they've been nasty at home this year. So I'm gonna lay the points with them. I think they cover this. Give me the Bonnies. I'll lay the 3.5.
All right, a little diversity to start it, baby. ACC Conference USA, Jack State going to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's laying 6.5. No.
I can't believe this line hasn't moved.
I know. And shout out to my guy Josh in the chat, hooking me up with a nice Busch Light mug. It's exactly the same one I've been drinking, but he customized it for me to give you a little promo to Busch Light. So shout out to my guy Josh hooking me up. And I got my Budweiser shirt somewhere. So yes, shout out to you, my friend, baby. Good American citizen. I like Jack State in the points here because of this sweet ass mug I got. No, just because Ray Harper in the postseason has been really, really good. And I question Georgia Tech's motivation here.
They've already got guys in the portal, I think, don't they?
Yeah, they have a guy or two.
I've seen like a name or two already pop up in the portal for them. So yeah, I don't think they care. I'm kind of surprised they even entered this, to be quite honest. I didn't think they would accept. I think it's an odd spot for them to take a bid. Jacksonville State, I believe they have other guys tonight. They just had a great showing at the Sunbelt, the CUSA conference tournament. I like them plus the 6.5. I'm taking them in the money line, as a matter of fact. Give me the plus 200.
All right, so we see eye to eye there. I like the money line too. We'll put that in our dog parlay at the end. Chattanooga, Middle Tennessee, lines down to 1.5, 2 at some spots. I like the Mocs, baby. I think the Mocs are disappointed with the way that they finished that year, but I think they've been better than Middle. Middle's been so up and down, and I just like Chattanooga veteran group. I think that they reset after getting picked off from the SoCon. I like him here to roll and win this thing outright in Murfreesboro. No crowd there tonight.
Yeah, there's gonna be all of like 4 people tonight. This is probably a stay away for me. I've got so many memories of Murfreesboro being a tough place to play. I don't think it's gonna be a tough place to play tonight. Gun to my head, I would take Chattanooga with the points. Probably it's down to 1.5. We've got a little bit of line movement, so I think that's probably telling what kind of effort you're going to get out of Middle Tennessee tonight. Give me gun to my head, Chattanooga and the couple points, but I don't love this game. I just Middle they've still got athletes, and it is Murfreesboro. Yeah, I'm not betting this game, but I'll take Chattanooga. Let's roll.
What about the Billikens? I was wrong. I said the defending champs. They lost. I forgot they actually lost.
That's right. They lost to
Seton Hall.
That's correct. Yeah. I remember. Okay, I remember now.
So the defending runner-ups are now playing Arkansas State. I took the points of the Billikens. They've been good in this event. I think they're going to be motivated because they've been in this event before and they showed motivation last year. Year one coach. I usually like to back them in postseason play. I don't think they've quit. Give me the Billikens getting 5.5 in Jonesboro, who's been a high variance team. What say you?
Why is this line 5.5?
Well,
does that stink a little bit to you?
It is in Jonesboro, and St. Louis has been ass on the road.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, not only have they been ass on the road, but they also really struggle with turnovers with the way they play really loose with the ball this year. I don't recall them. Indiana State. I don't recall them being quite as loose as St. Louis was this year. They've had a real problem with turnovers, especially on the road. Given the environment and given a road spot, I think I think the line is telling you. I think the fact that it's 5.5, that feels like it feels like it should be way shorter to me. I think this probably should be like a 3.5, 2.5 line, honestly. So the fact that it's so big, I'm gonna roll with Arkansas State. I think they blow them out a little bit, especially. I'll blow them out. I'll say win by 10. I don't know if that counts as a blowout in 2025, but if it does, they're going to cover this by a couple points, I feel.
All righty. Sticking in the NIT, Wichita, Oklahoma State regional battle here. Paul Mills, they haven't quit on him. The way they finished that tournament, they fought their ass off, just came up short against Memphis just because they didn't have enough dudes. Getting 6.5, too many. Give me Wichita. I think their lives will win the game outright. Oklahoma State, I know it's first-year head coach, but that's too many points of the team that struggles to make shots from the perimeter. Noah's playing the tragic magic angle.
What happened?
There's some tornadoes or something, and I'm like, there ain't no tragic.
There's always tornadoes in Oklahoma.
There's no tragic magic angle in fucking the NIT.
No, there is not tragic magic in the NIT. Yeah, give me Wichita State in the points. I needed the push. The fact that Noah's trying to play a tragic magic angle has pushed me over. I feel like Wichita. Honestly, I feel like the better offense, better defense.
Yeah.
I guess Okie State. You probably say they have better athletes, but from a system perspective, I like Wichita State. They didn't give up in the if they were going to roll over, they would have rolled over in the tournament. They didn't. They fought their ass off. To your point, they fought their ass off against Memphis. So I'll give me Wichita State in 6.5 points. Little brother gets this one.
Little brother here. All right. I like it, Cap. Let's go over to the next set of games, the two late games. Northridge going to Stanford. The Tree Huggers laying 6.5 here. Dude, I like the Huggers here.
Yeah.
I think Stanford, year one under Kyle Smith, I've been very impressed. Northridge overachieved. I know it's a little brother angle, but still, I'll take a stab on these trees and lay the 6.5.
Just better roster, better team. I think this is you've got like a legitimate like power school going up against like a low to mid major. I don't like this matchup at all for CSUN. CSUN can score a little bit, but I just think the athlete factor for Stanford is just going to win this, and the home environment. So, and this one I'll take. If you're going to call this a big brother, little brother, I'll take big brother in this one.
Let's go, big brother it up. Final game of the NIT.
This one's hilarious.
Riverside and Santa Clara. Nobody wants to lay these with Santa Clara. Santa Clara randomly gets up.
Really?
Okay. Games. I think this is a smash spot. I think Santa Clara will actually be motivated. Herb Sendik's been good in the NIT historically, so give me Sendik and company. I had to lay a couple nasty favorites. Santa Clara and Stanford late in the night were my picks here.
The Riverside and Santa Clara play this year. You know that, right?
Yes, and it was what was the
ugly. Santa Clara fucking destroyed them.
Yeah, I think they fuck them up again.
I think they do too. This is in Levy Center, the scene of the crime. UCR has to return to where they got absolutely destroyed. UCR doesn't defend the perimeter all that well. Santa Clara is capable of shooting. Shout out to TVDBJ in the chat. He's got Santa Clara team total. I jumped on that at 82.5. It's up to 83. They dropped 96 on him in November. I think they drop a 90 on him tonight. This is an absolute smash spot for Santa Clara. And I don't know, I don't see the. I mean, you've got again athletes versus a mix of staples and
versus non-athletes.
Yeah, versus staples, non-athletes, and dudes at Riverside. So give me Santa Clara. I think that they're gonna. This is an absolute smash. They're gonna win by 30. Smash.
All right, let's go over to the NCAA play-in games.
I love these games.
Yeah, this first game is going to be an entertaining one. I mean, they're all going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
St. Francis, Alabama State. Alabama State laying 3.5, open at 2.5, bounce up to 4.5, settling in here at 3.5. I don't lay points with SWAC teams. So I will be on St. Francis, PA. I think they're live dog, Robbie Krimmel and company. We saw how good they were defensively, locking up LIU in that second half of the semifinal, and then beating CCon in that final 43-41. I think they're going to win the game outright, actually. I think the Dogs going to be barking here with the old red flash. You can take Alabama State all you want. I like St. Francis, baby. Let's go. Tip it off on True TV here in 7 minutes. Give me the red flag.
This line is still 3.5. It has moved to 4.
Yes.
Okay. I'll lay it with Alabama State. You got athletes versus staples.
Staples can drag it in the mud, baby.
And athletes will be running circles around the staples. A better offense. A better. And to Alabama State's credit, it's a SWAC team, but they're not very loose with the ball. They don't turn it over all that much. They're one of the few teams in the SWAC that doesn't have issues with just kind of not making mistakes with the ball. So give me the athletes. Alabama State better, just better athletes. Give me the Hornets. Buzz, sting.
Buzz, sting, says Cap. All right, let's go over to the finale, the main event of the evening. We got North Kakalaka wrongfully put in the tournament, fraudulent resume. I did see that this technically would be a quad 2 game, so they actually might be in good shape here. But they took a quad 1 plane, so they had flight issues. Lane 4.5, open at 3.5. No. I don't care that everybody is running with this bullshit made-up narrative that the team that wrongfully gets in is going to go on a run. They're not going on a run. They're going to lose to San Diego State because Brian Dutcher is Mr. March Madness. He's been how many games has he won as a dog over the last couple of years in this tournament, and nobody is betting San Diego State. Nobody. Because everybody's buying into this North Carolina is going to turn it into a new gear. Well, to turn it into a new gear, you actually had to have shown that gear at one point. They never showed that gear this year. So give me San Diego State, muck this bitch up, baby. And I think that they're going to win the game outright. So give me, what's that, plus 170 on the money line. Give me Dutcher once again. How many times have we done it as a dog in this tournament with this guy? They got the big fella coming back too. They muck it up. Physical game. Carolina one and done. And yeah, let's go. Let's go Aztecs.
Okay, I'm going to co-sign on this one. That was my handicap. On the bracket reaction show, was that the better coach, San Diego State's just got the better coach of the four playing teams. They've got by far the better coach. I like the roster's young, but they got guys, they got dudes like up and down that roster. I like that they're getting their big guy back. And also I defense travels.
Yeah,
I don't know if the North Carolina offense is going to travel here. Also, I haven't seen anybody on San Diego State today. It's been all the Twitter, all the geniuses on Twitter on North Carolina. Give me the 4.5 of San Diego State. Sprinkle the money line.
Let's go.
Let's ride.
Let's throw a dog parlay. We can combine the two. Let's throw it in on. Where's my shit at? CBB.
Okay.
This is mybookie.ag and our what's your Underdog article for tonight, by the way?
Oh, you want me to go through the plays real quick?
Fire away on the Underdog article as we lead in with 3 minutes to go. So everybody get out your Underdog apps.
Yeah, get up the Underdog app. I got actually we got some really nice plays tonight.
I know. I almost butchered this. So you almost had to tell me to go fuck myself with this fucking dropping the boat on the Underdog.
It's no big deal. Oh shit. And we got Sean stacking the money green yelling at me. All right. First play of the night. I'm going to take you to St. Francis at Alabama State. We're going to go with the Valentino Pinedo from the Red Flashes to go higher than 4.5 rebounds. Comes into this one averaging 6.5 per game. He's going higher than 4.5 boards in 6 of his last 9. I think there's going to be some missed shots. 4.5 is way too low, especially since Alabama State doesn't really have all that much size. Give me the St. Francis staple to pick up 5 boards as they lose this game by at least 5 points. Next one on the San Diego State North Carolina game. I'm going to give you Nick Boyd to go higher than 16.5 points. North Carolina doesn't play much defense. Boyd is actually gone higher than 16.5 in how many? A lot. 7 of his last 9. He's kind of become the main scorer here in the second half of the season. And I really like him to light it up against North Carolina. He gets to the line. He makes threes. It's a great game for him. Great chance for him to go higher than 16.5 points. And I'll take you to Santa Clara and UC Riverside. Give me a Tyree Bryan to go higher than 1.5 3-pointers made. You could really take anybody in the Santa Clara team to go higher than their 3-point total in this one, I feel. They shot the lights out the last time they faced him, Levy Center. They're going to shoot the lights out again tonight as they freaking drill him. He comes into this one averaging exactly 2 made threes per game at home. He's seen an increase in usage rate over the stretch run of the past few games. He's made at least 2 3-pointers in 5 straight. So he's going to make it 6 straight tonight and go higher than 1.5 made 3-pointers for Tyree Bryan of Santa Clara. Let's ride.
You heard the man. Get on over there to Underdog Fantasy. The promo code is TCESGPN. Use our promo code. We love Underdog over here. So Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Cap, we got 1 minute left. What is our money line dog parlay? We actually don't need to rush too much because we disagreed. What did we agree on? San Diego State plus 170.
San Diego State is in it. Jacksonville State is in it.
Jacksonville State plus 240. What was the other one? Chattanooga?
You could talk me into Chattanooga. Yeah.
I'd rather take Chattanooga than Wichita. I could see Oklahoma State winning by like 3 or 4.
All right. Let's start Chattanooga then.
So that's an 18-1 combined with an NIT. Jack State on the money line. Chattanooga on the money line. San Diego State on the money line. Let's go. Get on over there. MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. Games tipping off here. 30 minutes, just like I said we would. We'd be right on the dot. Preview and picks. Our final bracket is actually tonight at 8:30 Eastern, followed by Friday's picks. Make sure you're subscribed to all channels. We'll do a post-game show tonight. We'll do a post-game show tomorrow night. And a pregame show every single day of this week. Tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock. Hopefully no more breaking news where we're 10 minutes late. That was my fault today because of the DeVries shit. But then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern pregame show. Turn on all your notifications, you jack fucks. That's all I got. This is the College Experience. He's at Cannabis Capper. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are the College Experience. And we are out of here. Enjoy the games.
Jack Fox out.
Go ads.